Hello everyone, and welcome back. Please subscribe if you are new or haven't subscribed yet, and make sure you turn on your notification to stay updated. Today we're looking at a developing royal story that combines family, duty, and one of the most sensitive issues facing the modern monarchy, security. Prince Harry is expected to return to the United Kingdom next week for important engagements, including events connected to the Invictus Games and visits to charities that remain close to his heart. But there is one notable absence. According to recent reports, Meghan, Prince Archie, and Princess Lilibet will not accompany him to London. The decision has once again placed the spotlight on the ongoing debate over security arrangements, while also raising fresh questions about the possibility of a reunion between King Charles and his grandchildren. Is this simply a temporary setback, or does it reveal the continuing challenges surrounding the Sussex family's visits to Britain? Prince Harry's upcoming visit to the United Kingdom was initially expected to be a family occasion. Reports suggested that Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet could join him as Britain marked 1 year until the Invictus Games in Birmingham. Instead, the Duke of Sussex will reportedly travel without his wife and children, making this another visit shaped by circumstances beyond his control. The decision is not believed to reflect a lack of interest in reconnecting with Britain. Rather, it highlights the practical realities surrounding security planning. Harry remains committed to supporting the Invictus Games and the charities that have become central to his public life. Even as media attention focuses on who will not be present, the purpose of his visit remains one of service and dedication. One of the most encouraging aspects of this story is the reported offer from King Charles to host Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet at a royal residence during their stay. While the name of the residence has not been disclosed, the invitation itself carries considerable importance. It demonstrates that despite years of public disagreements and periods of distance, family ties continue to matter. The king reportedly hopes for an opportunity to spend time with his grandchildren, whom he has not seen in person since the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in 2022. Royal sources have also emphasized that King Charles has no authority over security decisions. Those responsibilities remain with the appropriate government bodies. This distinction is significant because it separates the king's personal desire to welcome his family from the official processes that determine protection arrangements. His reported invitation reflects a willingness to maintain family connections whenever circumstances allow. Security has become the defining issue surrounding Harry's visits to Britain. Since stepping back as a working royal in 2020, his automatic police protection was changed, leading to years of legal challenges and continuing discussions over what level of security should be provided during visits. Harry has consistently argued that the safety of his family must come first. Reports suggest his security advisors remain concerned about the risks associated with bringing Meghan and their children into London without updated assessments of current threats. While Harry himself has continued to travel to the United Kingdom for specific engagements, extending those visits to include his young children presents a far more complex set of considerations. According to recent reports, one of the key issues is the delay in a scheduled review by the Risk Management Board. This assessment is intended to provide an updated picture of potential risks and help inform the committee responsible for deciding protective security arrangements for members of the royal family and other public figures. Because that review reportedly did not take place as expected, Harry's security team believes there is not yet a sufficiently current assessment on which to base plans for a family visit to London. The Duke has spoken publicly in the past about his concerns, explaining that he wants his children to know and experience the country that remains an important part of their heritage. He has also expressed disappointment that ongoing security issues have limited those opportunities. From his perspective, the question is not simply whether a visit can happen, but whether it can take place in an environment where his family can move safely and with a reasonable degree of privacy. Supporters of the current system, however, point out that security decisions are made independently of the royal family and are based on professional assessments rather than personal preference. Government officials have also maintained their long-standing policy of not discussing individual security arrangements, arguing that doing so could compromise operational effectiveness. This leaves Harry in a difficult position. On one hand, he remains committed to maintaining ties with Britain through charitable work, the Invictus Games, and family connections. On the other, he has made it clear that he is unwilling to place Meghan, Archie, or Lilibet in situations where he believes their safety cannot be fully assured. Until a revised security assessment is completed, that balance is likely to remain one of the most significant challenges surrounding every visit. Although headlines naturally focus on family matters, Harry's principal reason for travelling remains his commitment to the Invictus Games. The competition has become one of his greatest achievements, bringing together wounded, injured, and sick service personnel from across the world through sport, resilience, and recovery. As preparations continue for the next Invictus Games in Birmingham, Harry's visit marks an important milestone in the countdown to the event. Beyond ceremonial appearances, the occasion offers an opportunity to recognise the achievements of competitors, volunteers, military families, and the organisations that work year-round to support veterans on their recovery journeys. For many participants, the Games represent far more than athletic competition. They symbolise resilience, confidence, and the ability to rebuild after life-changing injuries. Harry has remained closely involved with the Invictus movement since its founding, regularly meeting athletes, attending training events, and promoting the positive impact that sport can have on both physical and mental recovery. His continued involvement demonstrates that, despite stepping away from official royal duties, he has maintained a strong commitment to causes that reflect his years of military service and his long-standing support for veterans. In addition to his Invictus engagements, Harry is also expected to visit charities that he has supported over many years. These organisations cover a range of issues, from helping former service personnel transition to civilian life to supporting vulnerable communities and young people. Such visits often receive less attention than the wider royal story, yet they remain an important part of his public work and provide valuable opportunities to highlight the efforts of volunteers and charitable organisations. For many observers, these engagements serve as a reminder that Harry's relationship with Britain extends beyond family matters. His charitable commitments continue to bring him back to the UK, even during periods when personal circumstances have been challenging. While discussions about security and reconciliation may dominate headlines, the purpose of this visit also reflects a continuing dedication to service, a theme that has remained consistent throughout much of his public life. Although Meghan and the children are not expected to accompany Harry to London, reports indicate that discussions have continued about alternative arrangements elsewhere in Britain if suitable security measures can be agreed. This leaves open the possibility that King Charles could still spend time with Archie and Lilibet during the wider visit. Such a meeting would undoubtedly be meaningful for the family, especially given the years that have passed since they were last together. Rather than closing the door on reconciliation, the latest developments suggest that everyone involved continues to search for practical solutions. While progress may be gradual, the willingness to keep conversations moving forward offers reason for cautious optimism. Every royal visit inevitably attracts global attention, but beneath the headlines lies a family navigating complex personal relationships while living under extraordinary public scrutiny. Harry's decision to travel alone reflects the difficult balance between fulfilling important public commitments and protecting those closest to him. Meanwhile, King Charles's reported invitation shows that family connections continue to hold genuine importance despite years of challenges. Whether this visit becomes a stepping stone toward greater reconciliation or simply another chapter in a longer journey remains to be seen. What is clear is that the story of the royal family continues to evolve, shaped not only by tradition and duty, but also by the universal desire to keep families connected across distance and disagreement. As Prince Harry begins another visit to the United Kingdom, attention will undoubtedly remain focused on security, family relationships, and the possibility of future reunions. While many questions remain unanswered, one thing is certain: the story is still unfolding. Perhaps this visit will not be remembered for who was absent, but for the opportunities it creates behind the scenes. Small gestures, private conversations, and quiet moments often prove more significant than public headlines. What do you think? Was Harry right to prioritize his family's security, or do you believe more could have been done to make a full family visit possible? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest coverage of the royal family. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.